Alright, everybody. It's that time again. Finally. Really missed you guys. I know some of you have been missing me. I want to apologize for that absence, but I really have not been feeling very well at all. I had what haunts me frequently, other than my allergies, are terrible sinus infections. And I'm not talking about a little I got a little cold thing. No, these things hurt. They make my head feel like it's gonna explode. I get so much pressure it makes my eyes feel like they're gonna pop out of my head, and all I can do is close my eyes. My sinuses, I won't get into details. It's just, I'm a mess. I feel terrible. It makes me dizzy. Like, I stagger on my feet. It makes my throat sound terrible. And I'm miserable. And, I had one a couple weeks ago. I felt better the next day. That's when I had all these problems, which is another story. And then the day after, I felt horrible again. Called up my doctor, got some medicine. I'm on the third day of that. Seems to be helping me out a little bit. My voice might sound a little off. You might hear me clear my throat a couple of times. I'll apologize for that in advance. And then, when I did try to come back, I am not a technical genius, so I can't explain why things happened the way they did. I can only tell you that they did happen. I opened up OBS Studios to record like I have been this whole time. And for some reason, OBS Studios refused absolutely to find my source data for my video. And I kept doing everything over and over again, kept trying a million different things. And uninstalled it, reinstalled it, redid the preferences, redid the setup over and over again. Finally, I figured it out. It's something I probably did 100 times already. And for some reason, now it's working. But since this wasn't working, the other thing I use for Twitch and live stream is Streamlabs for OBS. And that had been working perfectly fine for me. When I opened that up, it completely forgot who I was. It's like, who are you again? Do you have a Twitch channel? Do you have a YouTube channel? Everything I set up completely before. Overlays, everything I had set up was completely gone. And I had so much frustration with OBS that I didn't feel like going through that mess yet. So I said, forget it. It's not. The universe is telling me not to do this today, so I just won't. But in the meantime, I want to do everything possible that I can on my end to improve my delivery to you guys that are following me. And one thing I found was something that can improve my audio quality. And hey, the visual quality is probably going to get it as good as it can right now until I get a new computer, which isn't going to be for a while, I can guarantee you that. Unless some miracle donor comes out of nowhere and just plops, lump sum of money in my lap and says, here, have a new computer. But you can hear my voice the way it is now. This is without any modifications whatsoever. I'm going to go into the studio, turn on these audio filters that I have found, and you tell me if it sounds better. What is supposed to happen is my tone's supposed to even out. You're supposed to get a nice steady tone no matter how I say things. You might notice I have a sharp hiss on my S sounds. And that is because I've had it all my life. It's a slight speech impediment. Where I slur my S's sometimes, and if I really focus on enunciating my S sounds, they sound real shrill and sharp. And this audio filter is supposed to calm that down a little bit. So just improve my overall presentation to you all. So I'm going to go ahead and turn those filters on now, and you tell me if you hear a difference, because I certainly did on my end, but my audio quality on, my sound system might not be as sensitive as your guys. And I could already hear a pretty good difference. So let's go on and turn on all my new features. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now all my filters are on. And you should hear a difference in my voice quality and just the overall presentation of my voice. You might hear my voice a little bit more dynamic, as in stereo sound. It might be coming through your channels a little bit better. My tone might be evened out quite a bit more. So that's everything that's supposed to be happening there. I hope it makes a nice improvement for you all. I want to thank you all for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the words of well wishes from Cody. He's been really keeping in touch with me, and hey, when is more content coming? Believe me, it isn't because I didn't want to. I love what I'm doing here. I'm having a lot of fun, and it's even more fun now that people are coming along for the ride and seeing what these Sentinels can do. I'm sorry this intro's going as long as it is, but there was just a lot that happened. Another thing that I was having a problem with, if you noticed it maybe last season in the Brooklyn Bulls game, and in the latter part of the previous preseason game against the Dreadnoughts, where there's a glitch in one of the mods that I'm using, and it's in Madden. It's not a glitch with the mod, it's a glitch with Madden, where if you use a custom playbook in some instances, it will screw up the game and make players not appear on the field, like the quarterback, the punter, some of your defenders. And I tried to find some ways to fix that. Now, the latest, people have asked me what my gameplay settings are and things like that. Well, I don't have a problem showing you any of that. Let me go ahead to options and see if I can pull this up. So the league settings, I'm playing all Madden and on competitive. And the reason why I'm on competitive is because I play on PC, and there's something out there called Sabo mod, S-A-B-O. And you can find that on Operation Sports. Now, on the Operation Sports post, the latest mod version he has out for Madden 20 is 2.4. But if you go onto his Discord channel, he has a 2.5 version out, which I didn't know there was one, so I recently got that over this break. And then I had to test the game out to see, okay, how does this impact the game? Does it fix the playbooks? What does it do? Well, it's supposed to slow the game down a bit so that it matches Madden 25 speeds. And I noticed that during the playtesting, the game runs a lot smooth, like the animations are a bit smoother, the gameplay looks a lot smoother. I don't know if it fixed the playbooks automatically, but what I did is I went ahead and went into the teams that I know have problems, and then I changed their playbooks to playbooks that were similar to what they were already running. And you see my game options. Let's see, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for sliders. Yeah, that's right. Okay, my XP sliders, I'm not sure exactly which version I am using, but it's one I found on Operation Sports. But you can see what I'm doing here for the XP sliders. The quarterback's 115, 145, 175, 135, 300, because fullbacks hardly ever play. Tackles 155, guards 150, centers 185. And I may change these, because what I've noticed over the years and what I'm noticing currently is that offensive linemen are generally in the mid-70s to low 80s at best. There might be a couple of really high ones that are long-time veterans, but they don't seem to be progressing very well at all. So I may have to up these a bit, because with guards, centers, and tackles don't get those game day goals and things like that. So they are behind behind the 8 ball. They don't get the dev trait upgrades like other positions do. You can see the DNs, 160, tackles, 175, 115, 120, 130, 125, 125. And kickers and punters the same way. They hardly ever get on the field, so they need all the help they can get. As far as the gameplay sliders, let me pull those up for you guys. QB accuracy 23, and if you notice during the games, at least previously, you didn't see quarterbacks getting accuracy ratings of like 95 and high 80s%. You might see 80s every once in a while depending on how the gameplay goes, but generally what I'm seeing is anywhere from 50 to 70+%, which is kind of what I want. Pass blocking, catching, run blocking, fumbles. The fumbles numbers, the higher you go, the lower the fumbles are supposed to be. That's how that slider works, if you weren't aware. Reaction time, interceptions, pass coverage, tackling, and the same thing for the computer. Field goal power, field goal. I might raise the field goal accuracy because what I'm seeing in-game is that hardly anybody can make a field goal over 50 yards consistently. And I think if you have a leg that's strong enough to get the ball there, you should have a decent chance of getting there, especially if your accuracy is towards the 90s. You should be making them more frequently. So I'll have to see, because Wes Mcguire, his accuracy, I think, is like 84, 85, somewhere around there. So, okay, he might not make them all, but I don't think he should be like 4 of 18 or whatever he was last season. Punt power, punt accuracy, kickoff power. Injuries are down low because Madden just loves to kill people, and even with this injury setting, I'm seeing guys getting hurt. So, everything else is pretty much default. But these, where did I get these? They came from something that I have a link to in my description called the Relocation Football League. I believe it is the version 1 settings, or possibly version 2 of their season 5 sliders, because season 6 is going on right now, and they have moved on to the PS5, so, and for Madden 21. So they're not using these settings anymore because they've moved away from Madden 20. And if you want any ideas about the Relocation Football League, you can visit their website. I have mentioned them previously. Basically, what they've done is they've taken the entire NFL, relocated all the teams they possibly could. They have 2 different leagues of all relocated teams. You can become a coach in that league. You can become a player. You have a college career as a player. Then you might be drafted into the RFL. They call it the RFL. And, they play a 16-season game. And then they have a playoffs, they have a Super Bowl, and it's really fun. They have a YouTube channel and everything. You can get all of their links and everything from their website, which is down in my description below. Okay, I think there's been enough from me. Let's go ahead and get to what everybody was looking for. Now, this is week 3, so after this game, we're going to have to make some roster cuts. And let's just go over the roster really quickly to see what the position battles will be. Well, Kiefer Byrne is by far and away going to be the starter. We picked up Kerry Kaplan to be a steady veteran backup. And then really the only battle here is going to be the practice squad quarterback. Is it going to be Brock Truman, the rookie we drafted late this draft, or Harry Armstrong, who was, who we picked up last season to be the practice squad guy? And so far from what I'm seeing, Truman's got the edge. He just looks like he's playing better. At running back, I think it pretty much is self-explanatory here. I'm going to try to carry all 4 guys if I can. Fullback, there's only 1 guy in the mix there. Wide receiver, we pretty much have the 6 that we're going to go with. Tight end, we're probably going to cut one of these guys. Left tackle, it looks pretty straightforward. Left guard, pretty much the same thing. The only thing is going to be, can somebody supplant somebody as a starter? I think everything's, as far as the offensive line goes, is pretty cut and dry. Defensive end, it's looking pretty... the team's pretty much set up to go as is. We're obviously going to have to make some cuts at defensive tackle. Linebacker... middle linebacker, since we are running a 4-3 now, we're only going to need 2 or 3 linebackers now. And if it comes down to it, I'll probably go with youth over experience. I might, even though I just signed him, I don't like the agility of Alfonso Davis. We'll have to see. Right outside linebacker, this is just a battle for starter. They're both going to make the roster. It's just who do I think is better. Corner, we're pretty much set. Safety, pretty set. Strong safety, kicker and punter, pretty much all set. There's lots of guys that are practice squad material, which is probably where most of them are going to go. So, preseason game 3, we're going to be playing at Orlando and Sentinel Field as we take on the Memphis Egyptians. We have our playbook set. I'm just going to double check and make sure that's what I want it to be. That's right. Edit our uniforms. Got the nice background music going there. Let's see what the visitors are going to be wearing. They're wearing their pale blue too. You know what? Since they're wearing pale blue just like we are, I might go with the black pants. Just to make things a little bit more silver. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the background music. As much as I like it, I don't want it playing during the game. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with me. It's time for week 3 of the preseason. Of the preseason. I'm in mid-season foul-up form with my calling. Haven't even started the game and I'm messed up already. So, the offense is going to get the biggest show of the preseason so far. All the starters are going to be playing 3 quarters. And the defense has been showing up pretty well, except for when it comes to the backups. They've been really struggling on the second and third levels. But the starters have looked pretty good. The offense has looked pretty bad. From quarterback play, from the backups, to just inconsistency. And we're just going to go... I'm not going to go through the big intro. I'll save that for, like, the actual season games. So, let's set this up to slow. Jump forward into the game. And here we go. It's going to be the Orlando Sentinels getting the kickoff. And back deep, that is Chris Bradley, the new wide receiver. And he bounces out outside and brings it out to the 27. Nice return. Shaq Hennessy sees something that he didn't like. Somebody got away with a push in the back or something. Here comes Kiefer Byrne, and it's put up or shut up time for the third-year quarterback. Shaq Hennessy has changed the offense a bit to focus on him a bit more. He's gotten the keys to the offense. They gave him the weapons they think he needs to really progress. And there's a fake handoff on first down. He's going downfield, and is that caught? Is that Perry Kemp on the reception? Radovich, Hardy, Crockett, Costanzo, and Beatles look to be the starters, returning from last year. Wood, Kerr, Triplett, Spellman, and the rookie Bradley. And no, they're going to say that was an incomplete pass, so he must have dropped it right at the end there. Back to pass again. Byrne over the middle. That is the new rookie tight end, Mark Spellman, for a gain of 6. Back in shotgun again. Back to pass. Has the time over the middle. Look at that catch. And streaking downfield is Perry Wood. And finally brought down by number 35. So Kiefer Byrne hooks up with Perry Wood, who was the main man last year. And he goes to him twice so far in the first quarter. Wasn't able to come up with that leaping catch deep downfield. But he got by Cotton, the slot corner. And ultimately brought down, I believe that is the safety. Number 35, able to chase him down from behind. So big pass offense already from the Orlando Sentinels. A 46-yard gain. And the first carry, nope, it's a fake. A read option, and nobody was fooled on the Egyptians. Kiefer Byrne takes a big 5-yard loss on the tackle from the linebacker Britt, number 59. And, you know, if Triplett would have taken that handoff, he wouldn't have done much better. They tackled him, too. There's Tanner Malone and London Bates talking to each other. It's like, yep, you getting ready for this year? You better. Tanner Malone, the leading Leader in sacks for this team last year. Came out of nowhere on that. I formation. Handoff up the middle. Triplett has it. Weaves his way through the defenders. Nope, that is Lee Kemp. I'm sorry, number 32. And he picks up 12 yards on that power run. Right up the middle. That's exactly what they want to see from Lee Kemp. That's why they brought him in. Back to pass. Over the middle. Wide open is Chris Bradley. Number 15. First and goal. So already a huge uptick in performance on this offense. That's exactly what they wanted to see. They wanted to spread this offense open, give him all the weapons he needs. Bradley brought in for his speed. Perry Wood, the big tough over the middle guy. Then they have Donnell White and Parrish McCarthy, who are also nice young wide receivers. And they're spreading out the offense again. Back to pass. Out to the side is Spellman. He's got the pass, but can't turn up field fast enough to punch it into the end zone. Just short. Turk, Galloway, McGee, and Colvin, the front four. Cooper, Dickens, and Clemens, the linebackers. In the secondary, Crockett, Cotton, Jeffries, and Jennings for the Egyptians. Second and goal from the 1. Triplett in the backfield. Single back. Handoff to the outside. He's got the corner in. End zone. Touchdown, Sentinels. Dalton Triplett on the 1-yard carry off left tackle. And this is something we have not seen from the Sentinels. They take the ball on their first offensive drive and punch it in for the touchdown. Coach Hennessy has to be pleased with that. An efficient drive, big play on the passing game, and then punching it in from the end zone from 1 yard out. Here comes Wes Mcguire for the PAT. The kick is up. It is good. 7-0 early in the first. There's Waters looking at his offensive players saying, yep, we got to respond. We're on their home field. Momentum's going against us now. The kickoff from Mcguire. Deep out of the back of the end zone. No return there. Here comes their quarterback, Waters. Jared Waters. You can see the throw power, accuracy, maybe not quite all that wonderful. We'll see. They come out in single back. Looks like twin tight ends. And they immediately go to a little quick pass to the wide receiver, number 13. There on the tackle is Aaron Kershaw, number 24. Parrish, Fox, Ferguson, Green, and Gilbert. Priester, Keaton, Zachary, Cohen, and Whitlock. Watch out for Priester. He is a very good wide receiver. Secondary's going to get tested. 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Has some time. Checks it down. And that's a short gain. In front of Julius Lamb, number 25. Malone, Hunt, Bates, and Madsen. Blanton, Bates, and Stewart. Secondary, Kershaw, Youngblood, Blades, and the rookie Wyrick. They're expecting big things out of him. Nice 6'2" corner. Very physical. Has all the athletic traits you want. Back in shotgun. Out of the back. And it is dropped. Looks like number 13, Priester, would have had the first down if he was able to hold on to it. Looks like he lost concentration at the last second. Oh. Looks like his tight end was trying to get in position to throw a block for him downfield, and that interrupted the pass. And that is Tyson Kerr on the punt return. Not much there. Now, you didn't get to see a close-up of their punter, but this team has the meanest-looking punter I think I've seen. You'll get a look at him later in the game, I'm sure. And now the offense is out on the field for their second drive. So the offense goes down the field, scores a touchdown on their first drive, and the defense pitches a shutout on their first drive. So things are looking good for the Sentinels early. There's a handoff to Triplett, and he goes nowhere. Stopped in the backfield for a loss. Loss of 4 yards. Nice tackle by Cooper. As soon as he got the handoff, let's see, you know, I'm not sure what the left tackle was doing on that play. He went downfield and didn't block the man in front of him. Single back set. Byrne under center. And there's another handoff up the middle, and Triplett has room, breaks a tackle, and almost picks up the first down on his second carry. 3rd and inches. Fullback's in the game now. That's Tomlinson. And there's Lee Kemp busting up the middle, and he's still on his feet. Showing off the power. That's exactly what they wanted. That's a dimension to this run game they just didn't have last year. They have 2 speed demons in Triplett and Kerr. They thought Niles McKell could help out in that situation, but he didn't get on the field that much. Between Triplett and Kerr, there really weren't many opportunities. But this offensive scheme has changed. They wanted to bring in a veteran to test McKell to see if he could answer the call. Perry Wood in motion, and he gets the soft pitch to the outside. Minimal gain. It's the same as a short handoff there. 3 yards on that pass. And drops back to pass. Has time over the middle deep, and that is Chris Bradley again. So you see Kiefer Burns 6 of 7 for 86 yards so far in the first quarter. And that's something they wanted to see, this deep connection chemistry between Bradley and Byrne. They didn't have that kind of speed on the team last year. Perry Wood was kind of forced into that role. He did it well. But they think having a man that can take the top off of defenses can really open up things underneath for the running game and the other receivers. There's a handoff up the middle, and Triplett is stopped immediately by the D tackle. No gain. Nice tackle by Tarplay. Plenty of time. Out to Spellman. He tries to turn upfield, but doesn't get much after the catch. 3rd and 4. Inside the red zone now. Back to pass. Plenty of time to the outside. That's hauled in. Perry Wood for the first down. And Kiefer Byrne is on fire. It's a nice route that crossed up the defender. Couldn't react in enough time. Trips bunch left. Handoff up the middle, straight ahead. And Dalton Triplett picks up a few yards. 2nd and 2. 3 yards to goal. So they can get a first down before the touchdown. And there's the fake. Kiefer Burns going to keep it himself, and he's got himself a rushing touchdown. Now, we did not see this much in the previous 2 seasons. Kiefer Byrne can run a little bit. We saw this happen a couple of times last year to not much effect, and they've broken it out in the preseason a few times. Maybe Coach Hennessy has been playing things close to the vest in the first couple of games, not trying to give away too much. Teams do tend to take it a little bit vanilla in the preseason. And there's the PAT. And the Orlando Sentinels take a 14-0 lead late in the first quarter. There's a number of reasons why teams will not open up the playbook too much. Number one, it simplifies things for the rookies, so they don't have to memorize the entire playbook right off the bat. And number two is you don't want to give away a whole lot to your opponents. If you show them everything you have in the preseason, there's no mystery for them to solve later in the season. So there's another touchback on the kickoff. And the Memphis Egyptians will be starting from their own 25. You can see Priester there, who caught one pass and then dropped one that should have been a first down. Let's see how they respond. And they're going to hand off up the middle. And there's Tanner Malone, who has moved from left outside linebacker to left defensive end. Gain of 3. There's another handoff up the middle. He's got some room. He's got the first down and makes a cut, breaks a tackle. Finally brought down. It's either Denario Blanton or Aaron Kershaw, the combination of the two. And forgive me if my voice is cracking out a little bit or you hear me go every once in a while. I'm recovering, but my throat hasn't quite completely done it yet. But I got my energy. That's a nice run by Zachary. Just made the cut, found the daylight, broke through a tackle. First down. And there goes a handoff off right side. And there's Tanner Malone and London Bates combining for the tackle. Gain of 2 on first down. Another handoff. He's got plenty of room. Tackle made by the safety Youngblood. And that's something that Coach Hennessy wants to see change. The whole reason for the whole defensive scheme change from 3-4 to 4-3 was to get more bigger bodies out on the field, to shed some of the blockers that might have been holding up London Bates, because London Bates is not the biggest linebacker, and they go, nope, play action fake. And that's, he couldn't hold on. Priester again dropped it in the contact, but that was a perfect setup. They'd gone ground, ground, ground. They were trying to fool him with the run game there and almost pulled it off. There's another handoff, and met in the backfield by number 90. That is Steve Cleveland, one of the backup defensive tackles. Now, making plays like that are going to get you noticed and probably improve your chances of making this roster. There's going to be a lot of rotation on that defensive line between the run-stopping unit and the pass-rushing unit. Third and 12. In Sentinels territory. Back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Down the middle. Did he haul it in? Looks like he held on. That's a nice catch by number 85. That's going to give him the first down and plenty more. That's Bond. Just right over the middle. It looked like Witherspoon was in coverage. Just couldn't quite make the play. Nice route run by Bond. And nice pass from the quarterback, Waters. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. The Egyptians have the ball right at the red zone, right at the 20-yard line, threatening to score for the first time of the game. Correction, make that the 19-yard line. They are inside the red zone. Single back. That's Zachary in the backfield. Fakes the handoff and dumps it to him out of the backfield for minimal gain. London Bates right there to make the tackle. And that is what we've seen from Bates. His speed and agility just gets him all over the field. And there's a handoff up the middle. And finally, it looks like Vernon Hunt, the defensive end, able to make the stop. Third and 9. Shotgun. Quick pass out to the outside. It's caught, but not for a first down. That's Wyrick. Able to react quickly and make the stop before the first down gain. So it looks like the Egyptians will be settling for a chip shot field goal. Couldn't quite get upfield fast enough. That's Bond again. And Wyrick just able to make the play and get him out of bounds before he could pick up the first down. Nice play from the rookie. The kick is up, right down the middle for 3 points. So Warner gets his team on the scoreboard. There will be no shutout in Orlando today. Here comes Bradley on the kick. He's going to down it in the end zone for a touchback. Sentinels will have the ball at their own 25. And we saw Bradley return one for a touchdown earlier this season. I believe it was last game, right after they had gotten a safety. So he has the ability to take it to the house. Burn back and shotgun. Quick hitter out of the backfield. Looks like Perry Wood on the reception. Quick pickup of 6 yards. And that was Perry Wood, number 86. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to cover Perry Wood with a linebacker. Number 91, Cooper, was able to stay with him and make the short tackle. 2nd and 4. And fakes, pump fake out to, that's Donnell White, number 87, and didn't fool too many people. Only a gain of 2. Now we have the power back, power set, triplet up the middle, and he's met in the backfield by number 99. Nice tackle, no gain. That's Colvin. See the fullback getting a lead block on Turk there, but it was the left side of the line unable to block Colvin, who was able to stop triplet before he picked up the first down. There's Parsons with his punt. Right at the 20 and met immediately by number 25, Julius Lamb. I don't think he got any return on that. There you see Walter Zachary, 5 for 35 on the day. Had a couple of big runs. So from their own 21, here comes Waters and the Egyptian offense. Handoff up the middle, and there's London Bates to meet him right at the line of scrimmage. Gain of a yard. There's another handoff off the right side, makes a cut back up the middle, and London Bates is there to meet him again. Nowhere to go. Gain of another yard. 3rd and 8. Drops back. Has some time. Checks down out of the backfield. I'm not sure. That's number 82. Looks like one of the tight ends. For only a gain of 2. So the defense steps up again. Little check down to the flat. Not going to get it done. And Bates, as we've said, sideline to sideline tackler. Might have to add some more weight to be a run stuffer, but hopefully with that change to a 4-3, what Hennessy is hoping to see, as Kerr fields the punt and can't get by the first tackler. Nice play by the special teams to keep that to a minimal gain. But Hennessy is hoping to see as the front four just able to take that pressure off and free up London Bates to do more of what he does, just tackle everything. But hopefully more tackles for losses and more impact on the running game. There's a handoff off the right side. He's got plenty of room. Tries to break a tackle, but can't quite break free. Dalton Triplett with a nice run on first down. And that was a concern. How do you balance what was a very strong running game from this team? One of the best rushing offenses in the game, but one of the worst passing offenses in the game. And if you're going to dial up the passing game, do you risk going away from what got you there, the talented running game? And so far, it looks like they're putting in a pretty good mix of run and pass. Back to pass, has plenty of time. That's Bradley in the slot, and he picks up a first down. So a little bit of rack yards there. Run after catch. Single back. Rolls out. Throws downfield. Has his man. That is Mark Spellman downfield for the catch. And Kiefer Byrne is 12 of 13 for 143 yards in the half so far. We're not seeing drop passes. That was a problem before, possibly due to weather. Had some bad weather games, some cold temperatures. And there's just a perfect pass. Big body man, 6'6", 240 pounds. Converted wide receiver. Was a hybrid in college. And Hennessy saw him and said, I saw him play. I want him on this team. He is the tight end for this team in the NFL. There's a delayed handoff. Triplett has blocking downfield. Wipeout block. Did you see that? Number 69 going way downfield and wiping out a defender. Offensive lineman's dream. There you see him leading the way. Takes out the safety, number 23. That's not fair. That is not fair. Nice run by Dalton Triplett. There's another handoff off the right side. He's got room. Jukes through a defender and makes the way past the first down marker. That is Tyson Kerr on his first carry of the game. Kerr, the little dynamo, does it all. He's a good runner out of the backfield, good receiver, and he's a great return man. Had a punt return touchdown last year. And Cotton was able to come up and make the tackle, or he tried to make the tackle. Now we have Tomlinson, the fullback, checking in, number 44. Fakes the handoff, has time, dumps it out to Triplett out of the backfield, and that's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard. Maybe not. No gain. Drops back the pass, has time over the middle, and that is Donnell White over the middle for the touchdown. The third touchdown of the game for this Orlando Sentinels, and I think Coach Hennessy has seen the answer he was looking for. The offensive line protecting the quarterback, Kiefer Byrne, giving him all kinds of time to find his targets downfield, and that's another one punched into the end zone. Wes Mcguire for the PAT, and it is up and good. If you've been watching, it has been a problem for the Sentinels, the long snapper position. Here it comes. Are you ready? Here it comes. Yeah. Styling and profiling from the Orlando Sentinels. When you're up 21-3 at home, I guess you can kind of do that. It's not quite halftime yet. This game is far from over. And that's going to be down by Keaton in the end zone for a touchback. Can the Memphis Egyptians answer back, starting from their own 25? They've had some glimpses, some good runs, some good passes. Just haven't put it together to put the ball in the end zone quite yet. There's a run off left side, and immediately to meet him, that's number 37, Nate Youngblood, the strong safety. Gain of 1. There's another handoff, this one up the middle. And to meet him is number 94, Vernon Hunt. Gain of 4 on that one. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Has time, finds his target downfield. That's caught by number 82, the tight end, Cohen. Julius Lamb in on the tackle, number 25. Just a nice route by the tight end. Lamb couldn't react fast enough to break up the play, but he prevented it from being a big gain, but that is a first down. Handoff off up the middle, and it looks like Nate Youngblood in on that tackle. Gain of 6. Looks like it was designed to go off right side, but then he cut back up the middle. Another handoff up the middle. That is Houston Madsen on the stop. 3rd and 3. Back to pass. Deep downfield. That is a leaping... Is that a catch? Nice catch. Number 85, I believe that's Bond. Tall, physical wide receiver just going up and getting it. That was a sea of defenders. That's Wyrick, Lamb, and it looked like London Bates was also in the area. And he just went up and got it over Julius Lamb, and that is one drawback to this secondary. They did not have a lot of height. Zaire Witherspoon was the tallest defensive back. There's a pitch outside, well read. The tackle for a loss on the pitch that did not fool I didn't catch the number on the defender that made the play. That was Nate Youngblood, the strong safety, just on a run blitz. To my previous point, Zaire Witherspoon, 6'1", was the tallest corner they had. Nice reception. Found a soft spot in the zone by Whitlock for a gain of 15 yards on a first down. But Wyrick is 6'2". Other than that, everybody's under 6 foot. And some of these taller wide receivers that were physical were just taking advantage of the secondary at times. Aaron Kershaw, as talented as he is 5'9", sometimes will get just out-muscled, out-height, out-physicaled for the ball at times. Quick drop back, finds his man, that is batted away at number 42, LaMarcus Blades. Second and 10. Another quick drop back, has time, hits his man out of the backfield. Zachary, I don't think he got much, if anything. Give him a negative yard. Nate Youngblood, we're calling his name a lot. He's been very active. Very physical, athletic secondary. Coach Hennessy loves strong, fast safeties. He wants everybody in the secondary to be able to cover. Of course, they also have to be able to tackle. There's Dickens shaking his head. Can't believe what he's seeing. 3rd and 11 from the 30. Dropping back to pass. Throws it outside for number 87, and that's just too far outside. Throws it out of bounds, and it looks like they might settle for about a 40-yard field goal. Maybe 45 yards. I'll have to see how that lines up. Looks like about a 47, 48-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it looks like he's got plenty of distance and the accuracy right down the middle. Nice kick. And they've doubled their score now. 6 points on the board for the Egyptians. So something to hang their hat on as we get closer to the half. Minute 19 remaining. Each team has all their timeouts. Kick is fielded by Bradley. He's going to down that for a touchback.
Let's go.
Dalton Triplett, 8 carries, 45 yards, and a touchdown. They really ran him a lot last year. The offense went through him. He had a ton of carries. He had a lot of catches. There's fake handoff up the middle and passes deep over the middle, and that looks like pass interference. Looked like they were going to Spellman, and he was held up by the defender. That's the right outside linebacker, Gilbert Britt. That's an automatic first down. So that's another thing the deep threat can open up for you. Drops back to pass, has time, checks it, almost intercepted. Looks like he was going to Bradley on a little out route that was jumped by the linebacker. 2nd and 10. Here comes the rush. He's got no chance. They dialed up the blitz. They couldn't pick it up. Number 90 Dickens just came free. And Byrne had no chance. Just sent more than they could block. Excuse me. The first sack let up of the game. And now it's Power I. Looks like they're just going to try to run out the clock a little bit. Handoff off left side, sorry. Lee makes a cut. Picks up nice yardage. Too bad that wasn't the first down run. It would have been, hadn't it been for the sack. Memphis calls a timeout with 23 seconds left in the half. Okay. Punt by Parsons. Hey, you never know. You might block a punt. Turn it for a touchdown. That's fair caught by Keaton. With 18 seconds left from their own 12. What are they going to do? They're going to run out the clock or try to throw it deep a couple of times before halftime. It's preseason. Why not? Looks like they're going to play it safe and just run out the clock. We'll see. Maybe they go play action. Who knows? Man in motion. And they hand it off up the middle. Zachary has a gain about 5 on first down. And that's going to do it for the half. The starters are going to stay out for one more quarter, it would seem. Let's take a look at halftime. Coach Hennessy's got to be feeling good about this. Just a complete team victory so far. You see Triplett punching it in for the 1-yard run. Burn back to pass. Perry Wood on his huge reception downfield. There's Mcguire kicking it off. It should be Keaton. He's setting up the return and can't get out to the 20. Not a very good return there. And here comes Waters. Will they find any success in the third quarter? First half was rather unproductive. They got some yardage, but when it mattered, the Sentinels defense clamped down, stopped them from scoring the touchdown. There's a pitch to the outside, and he's got some room. And a home run saving tackle by London Bates. A gain of 6. Good play. They fake the end around. Weaving through traffic, able to break a couple of tackles. That's Zachary. He doesn't get much, but give him credit for getting something out of nothing. LaMarcus Blades in on that tackle. Back to pass, has his man. That's the tight end. Seen him make a couple of catches today. It's Cohen, number 82. It's rookie Wyrick, number 21, in on the tackle, so they get a first down. Trips bunch close to the left. And there's a pitch to the outside again. London Bates is all over it, but he breaks the tackle. But the pursuit from LaMarcus Blades and Tanner Malone get there to stop him for a big 5-yard loss. So Tanner Malone showing, we saw this last year as well. He's not just a one-dimensional pass rusher. He is a run stopper as well. He might struggle a little bit in the pass coverage, but at defensive end, he won't be asked to do that too much. So that frees up a couple of other players, like LaMarcus Blades, London Bates at linebacker, the middle linebacker to cover the field, and Denario Blanton, who was the second middle linebacker in the 3-4 last year, moves to outside linebacker. And there's a pass intercepted. I think that's Denario Blanton, speak of the devil, number 58, out there for his pass coverage, and as soon as I mention him, picks off a pass and returns it for a touchdown. So that's exactly why he's out there. He struggled at times against the run last year, but was able to cover a lot of ground over the middle, and in this new defensive scheme, he's able to go out and drop into coverage just like that for that very reason. He's almost like having another defensive back out there, another safety. He moves that well. But just like his counterpart, London Bates might have to beef up against the run a little bit. But that's the whole reason for having those 4 defensive linemen out there now. Wes Mcguire for the PAT, and it's 28-6 now. So just a complete showing from the Orlando Sentinels starters. The offense getting it done. They put 3 touchdowns on the board. The defense gets a turnover, puts points on the board. And he fields it from the 1 and gets a little bit of a crease, some blocking, and able to return it to the 28. Much better return there than his previous attempt that went 19 yards. You see the numbers for Waters, 9 for 14, 80 yards, 1 interception. The number's not terrible, but that 1 interception led to 6 points directly, and then 7 with the PAT. Fakes the handoff. Here comes the rush, but he gets away, and with the pressure, throws it incomplete. 5 wide. Trips bunch to the left. Spreading out the defense. He's got plenty of time over the middle, and that's incomplete. He's getting rattled. He needs to settle down. He threw an interception. It's the preseason. Don't worry about it. Deep over the middle and broken up by Julius Lamb, number 25. And there is a battle that might be going on for that slot corner position. The 3-4 has changed to a 4-3, so do they need the big physical extra linebacker type play they were getting from Zaire Witherspoon, or do they need the speed of Julius Lamb for the passes just like that? It's going to be a hard decision to make, but either way, both players should make this roster without a problem. 4th and 10. Kerr's going to be back deep to receive this punt. He's going to field it at the 19. And the first tackler in is going to get him for a gain of maybe 5 yards on that return. 5, maybe 6. Here comes Kiefer Byrne having an excellent day. 14 of 16. 149 yards and 1 touchdown. It's to Donnell White. There's a handoff up the middle. Runs outside, but not much there, if anything. No gain. There's another handoff off the side, and Dickens is there to make the tackle after a gain of maybe 2. 3rd and 8. Back to pass, has plenty of time over the middle. That is caught. Reeled in by Perry Wood, number 86. First down. So Perry Wood in mid-season form, 5 catches, 73 yards. Had a big 46-yard gain earlier in the game. Just able to make all those tough catches. They need him to be able to do that. Had some uncharacteristic drops in the first couple games of the preseason. Nice to see him holding on to the football. 1st and 10 from the 39. Short pass to Spellman, and he picks up about 8 on that catch. Five catches for 44 yards. Over the middle again. Spellman intended, but well defended by the linebacker. I think that was 59. I think that's Britt. 3rd and 2. You get a fullback. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Caught by the running back, Kerr, out of the backfield. First down. Nice little razzle-dazzle wrinkle there. You go power, make it look like you're going to run for first down, and then you do a play action. And as we stated, Kerr, pretty good receiver out of the backfield. Reliable hands. And Waters not having a good day. Back to pass again. Has time. Running out of time. Number 93 comes up the middle. That's McGee for the sack. So that's the second sack now. Offensive line breaking down a bit. Looks like he wanted to get rid. I'd say that's probably a coverage sack. It looks like the secondary had everybody covered. You see, he looks like he wants to get rid of it right there, but ran out of time. It was pressure coming from everywhere. Up the middle and on both sides. You get power formation again. Fakes the handoff. Plenty of time, runs out of time, getting chased by number 95, breaks the tackle, has time again, but the relentless pursuit of Turk finally able to bring him down. 2 sacks in a row. My goodness. Credit to... That was Colvin, I'm sorry, number 99. I got my numbers confused. So Turk got the pressure initially. Byrne able to break free, and then right behind him comes Colvin. 3rd and 28. Not a very good turn of events. Goes back to pass again, gets rid of it over the middle. It's a short pass to Dalton Triplett. Stevens in on the tackle. So Parsons is going to be coming on for the punt. From the 41-yard line, he should be able to get this one pretty deep. Punts up. It's inside the 20. It's handled by Keaton, but met instantly by Julius Lamb for no return, pretty much. Maybe a yard. And Parsons gets it inside the 20, which is his specialty. Was the best at it in the league last season. Made the Pro Bowl because of it. Play action on first down. Way downfield. Caught wide open. Number 13, that's Priester. I warned you about him earlier. Looks like Aaron Kershaw was able to make the touchdown-saving tackle. Yep, he just got... That play action pulled everybody in. That's exactly what it was designed to do. It looked like a run. You'd figured they'd be running on first down. Defense bit, and it cost them big. There's a handoff up the middle, and that's a tackle by Vernon Hunt and London Bates, number 52. Power I from the Egyptians. They run off left side. He's got some room, but instantly, it's number 93, Houston Madsen. One of the rookie drafted picks. He wanted to get some more speed off the edge. And what a... Priester, number 13, just sticks his arm way up in the air and able to haul that in over the defenders. Again, Kershaw, 5'9". We'll have to look at the size of Priester. He didn't have to jump. He just extended his arms. I'd have to say he's at least 6'3". No, he did leap a little bit, didn't he? You can see Kershaw going up for it, but Priester high points the ball and comes away with the victory on the catch. Play action. Here comes the rush up the middle. That's Steve Cleveland, number 90, with the first sack for the Sentinels. The pressure was coming. It was just a matter of time. Could he get rid of it quick enough? And he could not. Just a straight four-man rush. Just ran out of time. So it's nice to see Steve Cleveland, who is a depth piece, coming in and getting a play like that. That's definitely going to help his chances. We called his name earlier on a run stop, and now he gets the sack. There's a run off right side, has some blocking, but it breaks down. London Bates, the middle linebacker, in on that tackle. 3rd and 8 from the 36 of the Sentinels. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. Gets rid of it. It's a nice catch by Priester again, who just went up over Kershaw to make that catch. And that's what we're talking about, the size difference. Some of these bigger physical receivers able to take advantage. Kershaw, as great as he is a Pro Bowl caliber defender. And Priester just went way up. You see him skying for the ball. Kershaw tried, but 5'9" can't beat 6'3" if they can both leap the same vertical. But it wasn't enough for a first down, so in for the field goal. They have 9 points on the board now. Warner, responsible for all their points so far. And the kickoff. Back deep is Bradley. He's going to let it slip out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the third quarter, this is probably going to be the last drive of the starters. We'll see the second string players come in to finish out the game, and then some roster moves after the game. There's a handoff up the middle. Triplets weaving his way through traffic, and a nice, I'll give him 11 yards on that carry. It might have been 12, but a great first down run, just being patient, letting his block set up for him. See a block by Spellman coming across the formation. And that was a question, how could a converted receiver fare in the running game as a blocking tight end? And it looks like he did a great job there. Got himself in position, made a seal-off block. And there's a handoff off left side. Slips the initial tackle, but the pursuit, second wave comes in and brings him down behind the line of scrimmage for a big loss of 5. You don't like to see that. You don't want to see backwards runs. That's a linebacker, Cooper, who missed the tackle, but looks like the corner Crockett was able to come up and make the tackle. And if it wasn't him, there were a few other players. So not very well designed. Was that a loss of 7? My goodness. There's a pass to Spellman. Little check down. Comes up with the catch through traffic. That'll get him 5 back. 3rd and 12. Spellman's 6th catch. Running out of time, holds on to it too long, and there's another sack. This one by Galloway. And that's something that's going to have to be cleaned. That's 4 sacks allowed by the starting offensive lineman. It's a combination of things. Kiefer just holding on to the ball a little bit too long. Galloway just got up the middle over Crockett the center. That's going to force a punt. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. I'm going to go ahead and make sure the right backup players are coming in. I think we're going to see Kaplan. Have to run one play, so Spencer Parsons is going to punt it away to start the 4th quarter. Fielded at the 27. Nice return. Steve Cleveland on special teams to make that tackle. The backup quarterback for the Egyptians is Holcomb. And they're not going to let me make any... Oh, here we go. Probably let me do it now. There we go. Thought we were going to have a problem there for a minute. Every once in a while, Madden will glitch up. I think we'll let Kaplan, the backup quarterback, play this last quarter. Decision's going to have to be made here on the 3rd string quarterback, and that player will probably play most of the 4th game. I think we'll let Kerr take the ball. We'll leave Tomlinson in there. We'll let the younger receivers get in there. We want to see some more from Demel White. I think we've seen enough from Bradley and Perry Wood already. Sanders, Terrence Durham, and Strong. I want to see Terrence Durham, the fullback from last year, to see if he can play tight end. He's got a little bit more athleticism than Brendan Strong. I just want to see if he can make it as a receiver. He does have good catching. 77 for catching is pretty good. And then as a blocker at tight end. Let Hicks come in. Holman, Katz, Briggs, Wagner, Silas Hatcher, Steve Cleveland, Bates, Kendall. I think we know what we have with Bates, but we've already seen... I'll let Kendall play and Cohen play. Since Cleveland's going to be playing defensive end, we got Marcus Cleveland as well. We'll let it stay that way. McKnight, Day, Baber. I want to see more of Baber for sure. Lamb, Witherspoon, McCoy, that's fine. Let's make sure I got the right backups in. Pardon me. I tend to hum a little bit. Let's put Ricky LaMontagne. Let's put Madsen in as a rushing defensive tackle. See how he holds up there? Okay. Sorry for the hiccup, but when I'm trying to get a good look at the certain players, I want to make sure they're on the field. All right. So here we go. Here come the second and third stringers in some cases for the Sentinels. Holcomb drops back, sets up a screen, and not able to set it up. That pass will fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looks up with his man. It's number 16. And the pass made in front of Zaire Witherspoon. First down. You got to think they're in pass mode. That was Schmidt on the reception. He's got time over the middle. It's a big tight end. Number 80 on the reception. So Holcomb coming out firing. He's 2 of 3 early on. Looking good so far. And over the middle again, right in front of the defender. Looks like number 57. Couldn't make the tackle. I think that's Jordan, the outside linebacker. Might have been McKnight. And over the middle again to a tight end. So they're finding some success. It's Biggs. Tackle by McKnight. Handoff up the middle and stopped by number 94, Vernon Hunt. Not sure why he's still on the field. I thought he was subbed out. Second and 11. And they fake the handoff. And the sack made by Houston Madsen. Play action fake did not fool him. That's what they want to see. He wasn't able to dial it up in the first half. But against the second string, he gets a sack. Here comes a deep pass towards the end zone. Well defended by number 23, Diamond McCoy. So they try to go to the end zone. They challenged McCoy, who's got good speed. And able to batter away from number 16, that's Schmidt. You see the relatively the same size. McCoy just got in position. You see him turn his head around. That's how you avoid a defensive pass interference play. And Warner with the kick. It's up. Looks like he splits the uprights, and he extends the points to a 12-point game now. It's not a 12-point game. It's a 16-point game. He extends their score to 12 points. How about that? And that will be taken for a knee by Tyson Kerr. And here comes Kaplan, the veteran quarterback. They got off the free agent market. He was handoff up the middle by Mikkel, and he gets 4 yards on first down. Got to think they're going to be primarily running at this stage. They've got a big lead early in the fourth. Just going to try to take some time off the clock. There's another run up the middle. It's Tyson Kerr on that carry for a gain of, looks like maybe 6, almost, 3rd and inches. And another handoff. And that looks like Kerr again for the first down, gain of about 4. And that's exactly what you want to do at this time, stage of the game. You've got a big lead. You want to be able to rely on your running game to just keep that clock moving, keep the chains moving. And just run out the game with the lead. Don't even give their offense a chance. Kerr with some vision. Made a cut up the middle. Paid off. 1st and 10. Handoff off right side. He's got a lane. And a 1st down and more. Keeping the legs churning. Tyson Kerr. Getting a nice run off left side. Good blocking. Tackle made by Capers. You see he gets a good seal-off block. There was a man on the run blitz. Looked like Britt, number 59, who just got tied up. And there's Lee Kemp up the middle. Staggers forward. And we've got an Egyptian down on the field that looks like Thornton. Taking a knee on the field after a short gain of 2 yards by Lee Kemp. And he's running off the field, holding his wrist. Hopefully he'll be okay. Probably won't be seeing any action the rest of this game, considering there's 8 minutes left, just about. There's another handoff up the middle. Kerr cutting back, finds a little bit of daylight. Give him a gain of 6 on that carry. 3rd and 2 now in Egyptians territory. And there's another handoff. Kerr gets behind a lot of traffic. Doesn't quite have enough for a 1st, I don't think. It'll depend on the spot, but it looks like he's short. Nice play by Tarpley to break the tackle. Looked like Terrence Durham was able to hold his block long enough. 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. Kaplan back to pass, and he almost throws an interception to number 74. That was not a very nice-looking pass. Coach Hennessy's like, come on, man. We dial it up and go for it. I got my veteran quarterback out there, and he does that. You can see he was going for Parrish McCarthy, but I guess he just didn't see the lineman dropping back into coverage. Lucky to get away with that one. So here comes Holcomb and the Egyptians' offense. Decent starting field position. He's got time. Here comes the rush. And he can't get away from it. That's the veteran Jordan. And there's a battle between the starter from last year, Stewart, and they brought him in for depth or for a potential challenge to the starting role. And the decision's going to have to be made. They both will make the roster without a doubt. So 2nd and 13. Back to pass again. He's got some time. Finds his man. Looks like Keaton, the running back. Tackle made by 57. Looks like Jason McKnight. 3rd and 5. Here comes the rush up the middle. Tries to set up a screen. It's batted up in the air by the defensive lineman, and McKnight makes the interception off the tipped ball. Tip ball drill. I don't know who got his hands on it initially. We'll have to see on the replay. That's one of the dangers you face on the screen. No, it actually looks like it went off the hands of the receiver. So the running back wasn't able to haul in the catch. And Jason McKnight says, "Look what I found. Happy birthday to me." Here comes Kaplan and the Sentinels offense on the field. Great starting field position. Already in Egyptians territory. There's a run up the middle, and unable to make the block is number 48. And 58, Connolly comes and blasts Kerr in the backfield for a loss of 1. Nope, that was Niles McKell. Sorry. Nope, I was right the first time. Number 34. Hard to see the numbers sometimes. And they hand it off to Kerr this time. He tries to go off left side. He's still on his feet. showing some power there, able to pick up 3 yards after it looks like he was going to be stopped for at least a no gain. Back to pass as Kaplan again has time. Finds his man out of the backfield. Nope, that's actually Parrish McCarthy, the wide receiver, for only a gain of 2. So, unfortunate drive. Comes up very short after getting great starting position. And here comes Wes Mcguire for it looks like a... Is it going to be a 48-yard field goal? Oh, just short. We'll have to see the distance on that. I'm not sure of my measuring skills. We know his problems with 50 plus. He has a leg. Coach Hennessy. Kickers. You see Ralph Holcomb's numbers on the game so far. 5 of 8 with an interception. Unlike the previous one, it didn't cost them any points, though. Back to pass. Short pass out of the backfield, and nothing for it. Dropped. Incomplete pass. And out of the backfield again, but on is London Bates to break up the pass. I guess he's the sub linebacker. I didn't check that. Back to pass, plenty of time. Dials it up deep and out of bounds. Overthrew everyone. Think they'll go for it on 4th down here? I think so. Why not? What have you got to lose at this point? It's a desperation pass to nobody in particular. You see Britt not happy. Probably a last-ditch effort here if they're going to make a touchdown play. And deep pass downfield and overthrows his receiver again. Dalton McCoy with the coverage. He's celebrating. And you have to think that's going to do it for this game. Sentinels are going to come out and try to run the clock down. We've got a 2-minute warning and all the timeouts left, though, so they're going to have to extend a drive a couple of times, pick up a couple of first downs to seal this game away. And there's the run up the middle, and a nice run on first down by Tyson Kerr. A gain of 7 on first down. Just under 3 minutes to play now. There's another handoff to Kerr. He spins off left side, not much, just short of a first down. Nope, he didn't give him as much of a spot as I thought they would. They only give him a gain of 1 on that one. And the Egyptians take their first timeout. I guess trying to save the 2-minute warning. Kaplan back to pass, throws deep towards the end zone, and batted away by the defender. Slightly overthrown. So a little bit too much under that pass. Let's see who he was trying to go for. It's number 89. That's Aaron Posey. You see Irvin Thomas. And he could have had a clear interception if Posey did not go up and defend that ball. So that's a good play on the sophomore receiver. Known more as a return man. And here we go, Wes Mcguire again. This one looks like a kick of about 41. Almost batted away. But he kicks the ball through the uprights, and that's a field goal. That's 31 points now for the Sentinels. And that close to being blocked. And he had a little bit of room to spare. So was that a 51-yard field goal? Kick fielded at the front of the end zone, gets by the first wave of defenders, and Steve Cleveland, number 90, able to make the tackle at the 27-yard line. 2 timeouts, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so there will be a 2-minute warning stoppage. But this game is pretty much over. It would take a couple of miracles. They would have to get a touchdown on this drive in a matter of moments. And there's a pass underneath. Gain of 11 on a first down. So they're going to go no huddle. Makes sense. Back to pass again. Got some time. Plenty of time. Time running out. Here comes the rush. And that's number 59, Jordan, for his second sack of the game. 2nd and 29. That's the 2-minute warning. And he just gets rid of it, feeling the pressure. 6 of 14 with an interception. 3rd and 21. Back to pass. Has some time. And he connects on a deep pass for a first down. And down on the play is Vernon Hunt, the starting defensive tackle. And this could be a big development. He's on the sideline getting looked at. They got to hope this is nothing serious. Doesn't look terribly serious, but you never know. We'll be looking forward to an injury report after the game. So 1st and 10 after the huge pass. He moves around in the pocket, and there's another deep pass. But Schmidt making 2 big passes, receptions in a row. Just beating the secondary deep. I'm wondering who he's beating. That's number 23, Diamond McCoy. So Schmidt must have some kind of speed if he's getting away from Diamond McCoy, who is not slow by any means. There is a fake handoff. Here comes the rush. He blocks picked up into the end zone, and that is intercepted. London Bates with the interception in the end zone to save a touchdown. So another promising drive by the Egyptians managed to be thwarted by this defense when it really matters. And London Bates just read that one perfectly. He was just sitting back deep in zone, reading the quarterback's eyes all the way. Here comes Kaplan. A minute 39 left. Memphis still has 2 timeouts, so he can't go victory formation yet. It's a handoff up the middle. Tyson Kerr picking up 5 yards. Got to figure it's all runs here from the Sentinels. They let the clock run down. There's Kerr up the middle again for a gain of about 5 or 6. First down, that's dagger time. Clock's winding down. Doesn't look like the Egyptians have any ideas of stopping the clock. Here we go. 60 One last run should do it. There's another run up the middle. And a short gain of about 3 yards on that carry, and that's going to do it. The Orlando Sentinels coming away with a 31-12 victory in Orlando. The starters looked fairly good through 3 quarters. Some offensive line issues maybe creeping up. They did let up 4 sacks. See the totals. Three turnovers. That was a key to the Sentinels' success last year, was a lot of turnovers and points off of turnovers. So let's look at some of the stats of the game. Whoops. You see, Kiefer Byrne had a great game. 19 of 22, 184 yards and 1 touchdown. Jared Waters, 12 of 20, 147 yards and a pick 6. Ralph Holcomb, 8 of 17, 112 yards with 2 interceptions. And Kerry Kaplan, 1 of 3 for 2 yards. Wasn't really his job to throw the ball that much with that kind of a lead. On the ground game, Walt Zachary, 18 for 51. Tyson Kerr, 13 for 64. Dalton Triplett, 12 for 52. A very efficient day on the ground, plus that 1-yard touchdown. Lee Kemp showing off some of his power today, 4 for 37. 3 for -3 for Keaton. Byrne, 2 for -1, but he did have that 1 touchdown scramble, so that was interesting to see. Niles McKell got a carry for 4 yards. Kirkland, the fullback, 1 for 2. Gilbert Priester, 1 for 1. On the receiving game, Mark Spellman had 6 catches for 49 yards. Wasn't targeted deep very often, but showed that he is a weapon underneath. Perry Wood being Perry Wood, 5 for 73 yards. Oliver Schmidt, 4 for 72, had a couple of big receptions late in the game. Terrence Bond had a couple of big catches, 6'4", 228. Priester, 6'4", so he was going up against Aaron Kershaw. That was something I wanted to see. 6'4", Kershaw's 5'9". Chris Bradley had that 1 deep pass and a couple over the middle, 3 for 42. Matthew Cohen, the tight end, had a couple of good catches. Blake Biggs, Donnell White, Dalton Triplett, Lamar Rashal, Parrish McCarthy, Abdul Whitlock, Kerr, Keaton, and Zachary. The offensive line did have some problems today. Hardy let up a sack. See Ferguson, Thomas, Feldman, Seth Costanzo, and Zach Beatles. There's 3 starters on that list giving up sacks for the Sentinels. Defensively speaking, London Bates, with 10 tackles, led the day. Roland Cotton with 9. Youngblood 7. Crockett with 6. Britt 6. Jeffries 6. Dickens 5. Jennings 5. McKnight 5. Madsen 5. Forshaw 5. Let's go with tackles for loss. Nate Youngblood all over the field today with 3. Vernon Hunt had 2. Marcus Blades, the other safety, with 2. Brian Cooper with 2. Connolly, Cleveland, Tanner Malone, Tarpley, Crockett, Cotton, and Britt, all with 1. The sacks for the day. Bernard Jordan had 2 as he came in the 3rd quarter. You have to think next game he's going to get this opportunity to start to see what he can do as a first stringer. Jerome McKee, Tyson Galloway, Steve Cleveland, Houston Madsen, Terrell Dickens, all had 1. Dakota Colvin and Edward Turk share a sack. Interceptions on the day, 3 of them. Jason McKnight, London Bates, and Denario Blanton. Deflections, Lamb, Blades, Bates, Blanton, Tarpley, Cohen, Clemens, Cooper, and Britt. There were no forced fumbles, no blocks. There was a close one that was almost a block, and Denario Blanton had the pick 6. In the kicking game, okay, Alex Warner was 4 for 4 on his field goals. Mcguire was 1 for 2, so that was a 51-yard field goal. That means the one he missed was not a 48-yarder, it was a 58-yarder. So 1 for 2, missing 1 from plus 50. But was perfect on the extra points. Let's double check my math there. Yep, 1 for 2 of 50 plus. In the punting game, nothing much to see here. There usually never is, but out of 4 punts, 2 of them were inside the 20, so Spencer Parsons doing Spencer Parsons things. In the kick return game, not a whole lot to talk about. Rashal had 1 for 30 at the opening of the 4th quarter. Chris Bradley, 1 for 25. Keaton, 2 for 43. Punt return, Rashal, 14 yards. Tyson Kerr, 3 for 13, and 2 for 1 for Keaton. So not a whole lot going on there. But what we did see was good efficiency from the starting offense. The ground game and passing game finally looked like it got in sync a bit. Starting defense looked really good. So all in all, a good performance. And we have some upgrades. We're not going to bother with the upgrades. I'm going to wait for the preseason to be over to do that. We're going to go ahead and see the Egyptians were 2-0, so now they're 2-1. And the Sentinels moved to 1-2. Going to go ahead and advance the week, and now we're going to have to make some cuts. And there might be some roster changes depending on who's available, so we'll have to look at the free agency. But let's see how many cuts we have to make. We have to make 10 cuts. So we're going to be able to put some of these guys on the practice squad. And let's see. I could do it from the cut screen, but I'd rather take a look at the roster here. And I think we're going to go ahead and cut Harry Armstrong. He just does not have the arm strength. Doesn't have some accuracy. The awareness isn't quite as good, and he had a really bad game in bad weather. Now, can't really blame him, but this team's going to play outdoors in Florida. There's going to be thunderstorms. So Harry Armstrong is going to get an axe, unfortunately. Going to try to keep all 4 running backs at this point. We'll keep the fullback. Have all the wide receivers I want. Tight end, I think we're going to say goodbye to Brendan Strong. I just don't think he's fast enough or his blocking skills are good enough to justify the roster spot I would give to Terrence Durham instead. So there is one more spot. As far as these offensive linemen go, I think they're all going to go on the practice squad. I'm going to have to upgrade him first, of course. So let's go ahead and upgrade him. And upgrade his pass blocking ability. He's got star dev, so that's why we picked up this guy. I don't know why I did that. Can I put him on the practice squad? Oh, darn. He's not practice squad available. That might change things. He's not eligible for the practice squad. Some of these guys might not be. This guy isn't either. Well, that's a problem. How about Bates? No, he isn't either. Imagine that. Okay. Well, those guys are going to be roster cuts then, because I can't carry that many offensive linemen. There goes that theory. Oh well. Maybe they'll be able to catch on with other teams and have their careers continue. They're just not old enough. Or young enough, rather. I don't know why I keep skipping that, sorry. So we'll make these releases. And we'll keep Dwayne Maxwell if they'll let me. Yep. And Wendell Brinkley. I liked what I saw from Wendell Brinkley in the preseason so far. I think he can, develop to a nice depth piece if we needed. And look at that upgrade as a power rusher. 5 stats go up. And he's got star dev. So that would be a good player to keep on the practice squad. Decisions here. Well, Cohen can probably go to the practice squad. He is a star dev. So let's go ahead and make that move. And we'll keep 4 defensive tackles. Because we're running a 4-3. Let's see about Lorenzo Day. Can we keep him on the practice squad? Yes. Middle linebacker. I'm going to make a cut here. I know I signed Alfonso Davis. He is the 2nd highest rated middle linebacker. I don't like that agility rating. Yeah, he can tackle pretty well, but if you can't get in position, what's his coverage skills look like? Not bad, but Sharif Caver is better. I also want to see Artavius Baber. So I know it might not make a whole lot of sense, but it's not going to be a huge loss of money to cut him, and I think I'm going to. I'd rather keep a guy that is more of a scheme fit. Bernard, Jordan, and Stewart we're keeping. Keeping all these guys. Keeping all these players. Let's see if we're down. And that's perfect. All right, let's see if there's any free agents we want to pick up. We could get Julian Peralta. Ross Hartman. Grayson O'Shaughnessy. We are going to have a roster spot open up. I'm going to let Brock Truman play this last preseason game and then probably move him to the practice squad. That makes sense. I don't want to carry 3 quarterbacks if I don't have to. And frees up some spots for another talent. There's a young running back in Haggins. There's old buddy Christian Stackhouse. I loved what he was able to do for us last year. You see that 81 catching. I mean, somebody can convert him to a wide receiver and probably get some good play out of him, but he's 29 years old now. He doesn't have a future with this team. Corey Brackenridge, nice-looking power back. I want to see who has agility. Worrell, Aldridge, Connor Roberts. Normal dev. I'm not going to steal somebody else's practice squad player just to put him on mine. Derek Preston. I'm not seeing any talent I want here. I'm pretty much set at running back. Don't really need another fullback. Wide receiver. Kamani Friedman. Is there any speed demons out here? Jamal Garner. Anyone? Lamarcus Prince has great hands, but he's really slowed down at age 32. Tight end. Chuck Pagel. See if we got any decent speed blockers here. So 68 speed. Now I'm looking at least mid-70s speed. 84, 80, 79. Not bad run blocking. Not seeing much here. Left tackle. See if we can find any practice squad available players here, since I missed out. There's a pass protector. Not great strength. 56 pass blocking. He's got a 76. $66, $58. I mean, beggars can't be choosers at this point. Let's go ahead and bring in Ricky to the practice squad. And this is something I do anyway after the third preseason game. Is I just come in here and look for rookies that might have, mid-50s or better. And then I look to see if they fit my scheme. See if their stats look okay. I'm not seeing anybody with the athletic talent I want. Akeem Kemp might be the closest. I think we had him on the roster last season. And then I look to see if they have star dev or what have you. I am looking for at least mid-70 speed for my interior linemen. At least 70s across the board in the 3 athletic traits. Speed, is acceleration, agility. These guys have to pull. And if they're not fast enough. So we'll bring in Akeem Kemp to the practice squad. I think we already put Bates on the practice squad. I'll have to check. Roberto Morales. I like Blake Hopkins a little better. He has a little bit more of a rounded skill set. We can always cut him if I already have somebody there. Buzz Fox. Ron Riemann. Here we go. Glenn Coles. See, he's got the 370s. I would like to see them a little better, but we're talking about practice squad. Yeah, he doesn't have a great strength rating, but he's a practice squad player. Would never have to play unless it's an emergency anyway. So, let's see here. We want a little bit better pass blocking for my tackles. Darren Diggs. Why not? All right. That's all I was really looking for offensive linemen. I'm not looking for any starters unless somebody really jumps out at me. I think I have my starting offensive line the way it needs to be. Yeah, there really isn't any talent I'm looking for there. Defensive end. Here we go. 66. No, he's already on another roster, so we won't go for him. Not much at D tackle. CJ Malone. Nope. That was free. There's Alfonso Davis. He is the best run-stopping linebacker and best overall middle linebacker you can get. According to overall, which doesn't mean a whole lot to me. See, I'd rather have a guy like Adrian Fernandez, but I don't think I need him right now. Virgil Hyde. He is a good player. Be very good depth. I just don't think I need him. He does have that agility problem. He's 6'1". He could be a slot corner, but I just don't think that move makes sense for my team with the way it's constructed. I like athletic ability at corner, at safety rather. Miles Lane. Yeah, it wasn't a very good draft class for free safeties for sure. Well, I'm not really seeing a whole lot that I want to add to my roster. I think that's about it. All right. Excuse me, my voice is starting to fail me a little bit. So, we'll have to see if there's another guy that I want, or maybe there's an injury that pops up. Fortunately, Aaron Kershaw was hurt. I don't remember that. But he's back anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. And Vernon Hunt did not get hurt, but you never know when an injury could pop up to force something. Next game is going to be against the Seattle Seahawks. It'll be the last preseason game. I'll try to get that up most likely tomorrow unless I have a relapse of this problem I'm having with my sinus infection and whatnot. Hopefully not. I want to get this preseason underway, get the starting roster ready, and we'll start season 1. We're going to know very soon whether I fix that problem with the Bulls. I know for sure that their offense had a problem, and what I have done, let me see, I wanted to check this. I went in and became their coach for a moment, changed their playbook to something that was similar, and then retired real quick, and it looks like it accepted the change. Yes, it did. Okay, so the Bulls were running the Buffalo Bills offense and defense, and they both had problems. So if we look real quick, I can't change theirs, but it's a multiple power run and the multiple 4-3, and that is what this team was running under the Bills. Let me go back to my coach and show you, as I forget what team I am. Hello, Sentinels. Okay, so I'm running the Kansas City offense now with this new Sabo mod and a vertical power run scheme. So the Buffalo offense is a multiple power run scheme designed to use both zone and power run plays while attacking defenses in a variety of ways in the passing game. If you look at the New England playbook, it's pretty much described the same way. Multiple power run, it is designed to use both zone and power run plays while attacking defenses in a variety of ways in the passing game, and it looks like they have pretty much the same formations available to them. So that's why I went with that. It's close to what they were already running, and it should not glitch, because I was using New England's playbook last year, and I didn't have any glitches on my team. And their defense was the Buffalo defense as well. Let's take a look at that real quick. And the Buffalo defense was a multiple 4-3 scheme. And what did I give them? Crap, what was I running? I forgot. San Francisco is what I was running. And we gave the Bulls the Carolina, which is another multiple 4-3. Gives them more formations, but again, I was looking for a scheme. Something close to what they were running before. And I did the same thing with the Dreadnoughts. I noticed they had problems last. Okay, the problem here is the I thought I changed them. I know I changed their defense to fit their scheme. They were running a Tampa 2, which Sabo has modded out of the game. He found that the Tampa 2 was a broken defense because of how they play zone. So he removed that playbook, and of course that makes a problem if that's what the team's going to have. So I gave them a disguise 4-3 or 3-4 because that's what the playbook says. Playbook is a multiple 3-4 scheme. So there you go. Their offense should not be broken. We'll have to check in on them later. It's only going to matter if I play them, really, head-to-head. So let's check our schedule this series and see if we play them, and then we'll make adjustments accordingly. Regular season. Do we play the Dreadnoughts? We do. All right, so we're going to get a look at them in Week 12 to find out what their offense and defense does. We'll know in the first game of the season against the Bulls, and then we play them in Week 3. What kind of schedule is that? That is weird. But they definitely had a problem last season. And hopefully I fixed that for them. If not, we'll have to figure some other fix out. That was one of the delays. I had to figure out, okay, do I want to go back to running no mods, or do I want to try to fix the current mods? I like the way Madden plays with the mods. It just seems to play a lot cleaner. You get a lot better results that way, so I didn't want to lose them if I could anyway fix that. So anyway, I'm sorry this episode went so long. I had a long prologue, just keeping you up to date with what was going on with me. I'm sorry there was such a delay in getting another game up here. Believe me, I wanted it to go a lot quicker than that. I worked on improving my broadcast voice, or at least the audio quality to you. I hope you notice a difference. Let me know in the comments if you hear a difference and whether you think it sounds better or not. Hopefully it sounds better. My voice is kind of running out of steam at the moment, so it might sound a little bit off. Excuse me. I want to thank Robert and Cody again for all the comments and the likes and the followers. Again, I didn't expect to get a big, huge army of people following me. I know this way we play the football game isn't for everybody, but if you enjoy it, I'm happy to have you with me. If you got some friends that like this style play, let them know too. I'm happy to have more people on board, and again, comments, likes, just any interaction, even if you don't like it. If you don't like what I'm doing, vote that way too. I mean, I'm not afraid of constructive criticism, and there are things you think I can do better. I'm all happy to hear it. But interaction is what YouTube's looking for. So dislikes, comments, whatever. Obviously, subscribing would help me, so thank you all for that. Gonna hope you're all feeling well. I know I wasn't, but I'm getting better, so that's always great. And, you know, as long as I'm feeling good, I'll be posting content. I have no problem doing that. I think you can look at my post schedule before I got sick and notice, you know, pretty much on the daily I was putting something out, for Madden at least. And I will keep to that schedule. If you notice me missing for a couple days or more, it's probably because something's up with my health. And unfortunately, that's not something I have a whole lot of control over at the moment. But I got some medicines pumping through me right now. I'm feeling a little bit better. My energy's back, which is the main problem. And able to keep my eyes open. So thanks for the well wishes again, everybody. Really appreciate it. And I'm happy I'm able to get this content up to you. And I'll give my voice a nice rest for the rest of the day. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with the 4th preseason game. And then we'll get Season 2 of the Orlando Sentinels up and running. How about that? And we'll see you next time here on Benvenue's Corner. You take care, everybody. And happy to be back.